Let me ask you something. When you hear the word millionaire, what do you picture? Is it someone cruising in a shiny Lamborghini, living in a glass mansion on a cliff, posing in designer clothes with a wine glass in hand? Yeah, that's the fantasy. But what if I told you that's not what real wealth usually looks like? Behind the scenes, far from the spotlight, there's a different kind of millionaire. No flashing watches, no luxury jets, no Instagram clout, just quiet power. And guess what? They walk past you every day, and you'd never know they're wealthy. These are the silent millionaires. And today, we're diving into the 10 life-changing habits they follow. Habits that you can start practicing right now to build real, lasting wealth. But hold on tight, because some of these truths might shock you. Habit number 1, they live way below their means. You won't believe this, but the guy driving the 10-year-old Honda Civic in the grocery store parking lot, he might be worth millions. Why? Because he made a choice most people don't. Instead of flexing his income, he protects it. Instead of upgrading every time he earns more, he resists. No luxury mansion, no impulse upgrades, just steady, thoughtful living. But what's the point? Freedom, by living in a modest home, driving a dependable car, choosing needs over wants. Silent millionaires build a gap between what they earn and what they spend. That gap? It's not just leftovers. It's power. The power to invest, to grow, to build wealth quietly while others spend loudly. But here's the twist. They're not miserable. They're not depriving themselves. They're simply playing the long game because they know a $4 latte every morning seems harmless until you do the math. A $70K car on a $60K salary? That's not winning. That's walking into a trap. And just when you think, I could never live like that. Let me ask, what if you could? What if living below your means didn't mean living without joy, just living with more purpose? Habit number 2, they save relentlessly and invest even harder. Here's what the silent millionaires know. Saving money isn't enough. Because savings sitting in a bank account, it's not growing, it's waiting. So while the average person says, maybe I'll save what's left at the end of the month, the silent millionaire, they save first, and then they invest. Stocks, index funds, real estate, business ventures, anything with the power of compound interest, because they know time is their best friend. Picture this. You invest $100 a month starting at age 20. By retirement, even with average returns, you could have hundreds of thousands. But wait until you're 40 to start? You'll need triple the amount to catch up. That's the trap. And silent millionaires avoid it at all costs. They automate their contributions. They don't wait for motivation. They build systems because they know it's not about how much you earn. It's about what you keep and how hard you make that money work for you. And just when you think, but investing is risky, ask yourself, isn't being broke at 60 even riskier? Habit number 3. They treat debt like a dangerous animal. Let me paint a picture. You're walking through a forest. Suddenly you hear a growl. You freeze. It's a wild animal, hiding in the shadows. Now, imagine that animal is debt. Because that's exactly how silent millionaires see it. Credit card debt? It's a predator. Personal loans, car loans, even student debt. They're all cages with gold paint. Some debt, like a mortgage on a rental. Property can be leveraged, but most debt, it's a trap. And the longer you feed it, the more power it takes from your future. Silent millionaires? They move differently. They pay off debt aggressively. They avoid bad loans like the plague. And they never finance a lifestyle they can't afford. Why? Because they understand. Debt isn't just financial, it's emotional, it's psychological. It clouds judgment. It keeps you working for the past instead of building the future. And when they're debt-free, oh, the silence is sweet. Because now every dollar they earn doesn't belong to a lender. It belongs to them. Habit number 4. They build multiple streams of income. Now here's a plot twist no one expects. Most silent millionaires, they don't have one job, or even one career. They've built multiple sources of income. Maybe they work a 9 to 5, but they also have rental income. Maybe they run a small business and collect dividends from stock investments. Maybe they freelance, consult, or create digital products on the side. Why? Because they know no job is guaranteed. The economy shifts, layoffs happen, health changes everything. But multiple income streams, they're like armor. They protect you, and they accelerate your path to wealth. Every extra stream means more money to invest, more stability, and more freedom. And just when people ask, isn't that too much work? They smile. Because while others are binge-watching, they're building. While others are hoping for a raise, they've created their own. Habit number 5. They spend with purpose, not for applause. Here's the harsh truth no one likes to hear. Most people don't spend to be happy. They spend to be seen. That brand name bag, that overpriced dinner, that flashy car, it's not about the item. It's about the image. But silent millionaires, they're immune to that game. They spend on what matters, not what impresses others. They choose quality over trend, durability over popularity, experiences that enrich, not purchases that fade. They don't chase dopamine hits from shopping sprees. They don't need applause to feel accomplished, because they know who they are. And every dollar they don't spend, it's a soldier marching toward their goals, building their empire, buying back their time. So while others are trying to look rich, silent millionaires are actually becoming rich. 6. They keep their finances private. Now here's something that might shock you. The wealthiest people in the room, they're probably the ones you'd never expect. No fancy watches, no luxury bags, no exotic vacations flooding their social media. They just sit there, quietly sipping their coffee while everyone else competes to be noticed. Silent millionaires have a secret weapon: privacy. They don't show off. They don't broadcast their bank accounts. They don't feel the pressure to keep up with anyone. Why? Because they've realized something most people never do. The quieter you are about your money, the stronger your money grows. While others are buying new cars just to impress strangers, silent millionaires are stacking their investments. And while the world is obsessed with showing off, they're secretly building a fortune behind the scenes. And the craziest part, no one even sees it coming. They invest in continuous learning. Let me ask you something. If someone gave you $1 million today, would you know what to do with it? Silent millionaires do, because they never stop learning. Ever. They don't wait for someone to teach them. They hunt knowledge down. They devour books. They attend seminars. They listen to mentors like it's a matter of survival. To them, knowledge isn't optional. It's the engine behind every smart decision they make, because they know one mistake can destroy years of progress. That's why, while others are scrolling endlessly through social media, silent millionaires are tuning into a podcast on investing, reading about real estate, learning how taxes work, because every piece of wisdom gives them an edge that most people will never have. The best part? You can start doing that right now. You don't need to be rich to think like one. 8. They plan for the long term. Here's something most people never think about. What happens 10 years from now? 20? 30? Silent millionaires already know. They don't just live for today, they plan like chess players, always thinking 3 steps ahead while everyone else is chasing get-rich-quick schemes. They're building slow, steady empires. They're not panicking during market crashes because they planned for it. They're not broke during emergencies because they expected it. They're not stressing about retirement because they're already investing in it. Their mindset? I'm not just building wealth for me, I'm building it for my kids and their kids. And that vision, that's what keeps them focused when the world is falling apart. They surround themselves with like-minded people. You want to know one of the biggest secrets to staying rich? Your circle. Silent millionaires never walk alone. They surround themselves with people who dream big, who talk about business, not gossip, who discuss investing strategies instead of weekend parties, because they understand something crucial. Your friends can lift you up or drag you down. If everyone around you is spending money carelessly, mocking your savings, laughing at your goals, sooner or later you'll fall into the same trap. But if your circle is made up of mentors, investors, builders, then you're constantly learning, improving, and staying sharp. Silent millionaires guard their environment like it's gold, because it literally is. 10. They take care of their health. Now, here's a truth that hits hard. What's the point of being rich if you're too sick to enjoy it? Silent millionaires know. True wealth starts with your body and your mind. They prioritize sleep. They eat to fuel their energy, not to feed emotions. They move their bodies. They manage stress because they know that poor health is expensive, not just in money, but in lost time, broken focus, and destroyed dreams. They don't wait for a health scare. They live proactively, not reactively. Every workout they do, every vegetable they eat, every moment of quiet reflection. It's an investment in a future they're planning to enjoy, fully alive, because the real flex isn't just financial freedom. It's waking up every morning healthy, sharp, and ready to conquer. Final words, so now you know. Silent millionaires don't rely on luck. They rely on powerful, quiet habits. Staying private, learning constantly, planning long-term, choosing the right people, protecting their health. They don't make noise, they make moves. And the best part? You don't need millions to start thinking like one. You just need the right mindset and the courage to be different. Want more secrets like this? Don't forget to subscribe, hit the like button, and turn on notifications, because the journey to quiet wealth starts right now.